Next up here, the next big star is going to be coming from Diebold Nixdorf, and his name is Stefano. Welcome, Stefano.
Thank you. I hope you can hear me. So we had introduction in Icelandic, we had English. Now it's up to you. Should we follow up in German or in Italian? Just kidding. So thanks for the introduction also to Zebra. Thanks for having you here at this event. Really looking forward also to our presentation on advanced self-service. And before we start, just an information, please remember the advanced self-service, because that's what I wanted to present to you, what we understand about advanced self-service. Really great. I can a little bit shorten the introduction, as we already heard a lot about customer journeys, customer experiences, etc. I guess they're really important for our industry. But before we start, I just want to give you a little introduction about Diebold Nixdorf for those who are not familiar with it. So we are a company focusing on both banking and retail industry, and our focus is really on reducing friction that every customer, banker, and retailer is having in their journeys and in their touch points. So our purpose is really to automate, digitize, and transform the way people shop and bank today and in the future. Our purpose of today is not hearing about Diebold Nixdorf. I think we're here to talk about the retail industry. And as we already heard, we have different circumstances, we have trends which are affecting our industry. And therefore, I want to start with a little background so we are all leveled up and then can follow up while we're talking about advanced self-service. I'll start with a little overview of trends and also the pandemic crisis which are influencing our industry. I think retail is a fast-changing environment. I hope you all agree. If we see the last couple of years and decades, as mentioned, we have a lot of technology coming in, etc. So one of the biggest and also the first challenge we see today is definitely the consumer. We heard that consumers are influenced by an online experience, etc. But we really need to understand the consumer. They're not that loyal anymore, so don't get me wrong. We really love the consumers and we need the consumers for our industry. But they're not that loyal anymore. They are demanding a lot and they raise new expectation influenced by the new world. In addition to that, we have macroeconomical circumstances and headwinds influencing also our industry. At the moment, we have high inflation on a global level. We have labor issues in a qualitative and also in a quantitative way. And we have increasing costs, which are also affecting our business. Last but not least, we have a big collision of online versus offline. So as mentioned, the Amazon concept, for example, they had a quite simple start to creating a frictionless store because they do not have any assets or something like that. They just start from a blank sheet of paper, creating a concept and bringing it to the market in a new format which was not there before. So this is really what is influencing our customers and the expectations from our customers. And this, of course, is all, or are all points we need to consider when we are talking about technologies, when we are talking about trends, when we're talking about our customers. So our conclusion on the trends we see in the market is really that we need to understand the customers, we need to focus on the customer journey, and please do not forget the staff journey. As mentioned, we have different interactions, we have new interaction types for our staff, etc. And this is the focus where we need to focus on, and then later on the technology really to enable those journeys for the customer and the staff to making retail great. So how do we help? We talked a lot, or we heard a lot about different technologies. We heard about new journeys coming in. So journeys are not that linear anymore like we used to know it before. We have short customer journeys, we have longer customer journeys, etc. And all these kind of influences our retail. So we really need to understand on how technology can help our retail industry to bring the customers back to the physical stores. I hope you all agree with finding the optimal technology mix is increasingly complex. It's complex today, and it will be more complex tomorrow as we see new innovations entering the market, etc. So therefore, Diebold Nixdorf has created the DN advisory services that will help you to really redesign your store and protect your investment on technology. So it's all about having a really comprehensive consulting approach to helping you to define the right checkout mix, to give you a holistic view of all touch points within the stores, which are needed for the different customer journeys. And of course, it's also all about a continuous improvement in the market to really reduce the friction points and to really be able to bring innovation to the market. So this is really a methodology we have within Diebold Nixdorf that will help you to secure and to improve your location's business case when it comes to technology investment. It's not about data crunching, it's really to know what to do with the data you already have.
Do you feel locked in with your current self-service vendor? There's a way to be hardware and software agnostic. Are your self-service solutions flexible and easily upgradable? Make changes to your solutions as consumer and retail trends evolve. Be more modular. Our scalable and upgradable solutions give you the ability to flex to suit changing demands. Can you innovate as quickly as your competition? Speed up your time to market. Be more open. We offer open APIs to fit your ecosystem, enabling you to take control of your own innovation roadmap. Are frequent service calls taking up way too much of your time? Reduce downtime and avoid engineering visits. Be more available. Now, monitoring and maintenance are remote, proactive, and predictive. For the highest availability at the lowest TCO. Do you feel seen and heard by your current vendors? Experience a true partnership. Be more empowered. Our holistic solutions and global experts mean you can expect a strategic alliance based on trust and knowledge. Does migration appear too risky? Do you feel trapped by your current supplier? Transition smoothly, regardless of your previous vendors or environment. Be more liberated. Our proven risk-free migration plan ensures you're ready for whatever the future holds. So here's the most important question. What are you waiting for? Start your Storevolution journey today. Learn more at dieboldnixdorf.com.
So before you start your store evolution, store revolution journey today, let me give you some more insights on the DN Series Easy, our self-service solution, our self-service family. And by the way, we have a great opportunity. We have the hardware here, so we are able to touch, to see everything I'm going to tell you in the next couple of minutes about our solution. So first of all, our self-service solution is built for more. As we heard in the video, it's all about being more modular and being flexible. It's about being open on a software strategic perspective, and it's all about being available. So when it comes to self-service, it's also really important to understand from the availability perspective that at a man till, you normally have your stuff. So if anything occurs on the solution, etc., you are, or your staff is able to contact you, to contact the service desk, etc. If we're talking about self-service solution, you need a different mindset to understand that the customer gets frustrated and is not calling the help desk or anything. They just go away to the next station or maybe to the man till and at the next time they're maybe not going to visit your store again. But for today's session, I will focus on the more modular principle, which means for the very first time in the industry, we have a complete self-service portfolio designed on one platform and designed to really easily integrate different modules, such, for instance, different cache modules, which means depending on your location, depending on your requirements, etc., you are easy or you are flexible enough to really change the modules you need for your store. This is a complete different approach we take with our new product family, with our new product line. It's not the one-size-fits-all. It's really configured to your needs, to your requirements in the market. And by the way, also with the smallest footprint, what we have currently on a global level. But most important for you is really to understand that you have a scalability and the upgradability over a product life cycle with the hardware. This means you have a concept which fits today, which supports today's journeys, but is also flexible enough to adapt the journeys of tomorrow. Already mentioned the more availability and the more open strategy we are following. So let us have a deeper look at the different customer experience we have. So our portfolio, our product family is really designed in 3 head units and 3 base units, which means you can easily swap modules from base and head units and configure your solution however you want to have it. So it's the same technology, the same solution, but really adaptable and changeable also within one project at the location. So it's now ready, you're in the future ready, and it's so easy to switch from pedestal to cache, from cache to furniture, from furniture to wall mount. All combinations can just be made as you need it for your journeys, which you have in store or which might be enter your store. So modularity and flexibility is really key. I hope you understand what I mean with that. So the base units combined with the head units are really making sure that we have an always fitting solution to your store layout. And we know your store layout may, will, and can differ over locations, over cities, and also in an international level, which means it is really key to be future ready also with the hardware when it comes to the investment you take. So you don't want just to invest for a couple of years. You really need this kind of future-proofed platform to being able to adapt new journeys and new technologies which are entering the market. So in addition, as already mentioned, we just have a picture shown here with pedestal, so cashless, card-only solutions, cash solutions, but it's also available with desk mount solutions or even wall mount solutions. We can show it later on directly at the hardware of how the concept works. So now we got a first overview of the family. Now let's have a little look at the family members. So this is the DN Series Easy Pro. It's designed to be one of the most efficient solutions in the market with a strong focus on grocery, also seeing all the peripherals which are needed in grocery, etc. And it meets really exactly the requirement you have today and you have tomorrow. So we have a wide range of modules which allows you to create the best self-checkout, the best self-checkout mix you need for your store. The wide range of additional modules, like for example, scales, security devices, etc., but also on the peripheral level or also on the usability side when talking about shelves, etc., can be mounted on both sides, so just as you need it. So if you have your store layout with 2 types of directions, scanning directions, etc., you can just adapt it how you want to. In addition to the Easy Pro, you are able to add also the Easy Express, by the way. So if you have specific formats or specific requirements to support different journeys, you're also able to add the same hardware platform in another look and feel with other peripherals to your checkout area. We heard about self-scanning, for example. which is also entering the market or already entered the market. There are future innovations like smart shopping carts, for example, entering the market. All these kind of new journeys need a different approach for a checkout. So it needs to be really simple, easy, and fast for the customer to check out. You don't use self-scanning just to queue in line like all the other normal people doing their shopping and putting their items on the belt, etc. So on-site, upgradability and scalability is key with the right configuration for your right journey. Talked a lot about modularity and flexibility. I just want to show you the different modules for different shopper types with this picture, because I think it really summarizes the flexibility of all modules perfectly. As you can see, you can mount it on the height you want. You think for the usability it's best. Security devices like security scales, etc., fresh produce scales. All these kind of things are combinable with the solution. And the same topic, just for the lack of completeness, of course, also with the pedestal, we also can show later on in or at the event. So to summarize all these, I just want to show you a video which shows the mix and match concept we created for our platform. And I think it's the best way to really underline what I have said so far. So going back to advanced self-service, finally I would like to explain why we are talking about advanced self-service. And I think it perfectly shows where we are at the moment, where we're coming from in our industry when it comes to self-service, and where the journey is going. So first of all, the current focus when it comes to self-service is really on speed, high grade of automation, and of course a high grade of efficiency. And this focus now expands to include also the journey idea. So we have different types of self-checkout and payment terminals coming into the market to address those solutions and to make checkout easy for the customer and for the different customer journeys we have and we will see in the future. In addition to the modularity concept, etc., there are also new technologies entering the market. We heard a lot about AI technology, for example, but it's also on the software side when talking about software platform approach, and also staff devices which are entering the market. All these in a self-service prospect, in a self-service view, are our understanding of advanced self-service solution. So it's not only about the technology, it's about the wider range of all technologies, what will follow, what will make life easier, etc. So if I show you a little outlook of what we are currently doing on top of the hardware, we have our roadmap where we can see, for example, smart vision technology when it comes to product recognition, not only fresh produce, but also product recognition. As heard, do we still scan items in 10 years? We don't know yet. We need to create the future, and therefore we are currently developing a whole AI and smart vision platform to really make life easier for the customer, for the retailer, and for the staff. Thank you.